Also, we're very closely related to some of these animals that we eat, being mammals and all. We have homologous structures, our fingers, our skeletal structure, many of our organs. And when you have close ties to organisms like that, you often share parasites and diseases with them. And so we often get parasites and diseases from eating meat. Basically, if you eat meat, you probably have some parasites. And so that's kind of a problem for health as well. Another thing that people worry about with meat in the American culture is protein. A lot of people around the world eat meat, but most people in other parts of the world don't eat nearly as much as we do. They manage pretty well on mostly a plant-based diet, and they use small amounts of meat for things like seasoning or whatnot. People have been eating meat for a long time, and I believe that people, as they have spread out over the globe, have had to eat meat sometimes when they get into situations where they're in places that plants don't grow well, or the plants that do grow can't really be processed by our own bodies, but they can be processed by grazers like sheep or cattle. Now, our bodies are not built like a wild omnivore. If you look at omnivores like bears and pigs and raccoons and things, you'll see that they do have the long, rounded canines and the claws. They're capable of capturing meat and eating it raw. We can't really do this. Our bodies aren't made for that. And we also cook the meat as well because we can digest it that way, and it kills the parasites because our bodies just aren't built for processing meat and capturing prey like that. We are omnivores, but I like to call humans opportunistic omnivores. Because of our intellect, we are capable of making use of food sources that we aren't necessarily evolved to have handled. And that's why we eat meat. And we like it because it tastes really good. But people worry about getting enough protein if they don't eat meat. Really, the average human need for protein is about something like 5 ounces a day. It's a fifth of a pound, whatever that is. Like a little McDonald's hamburger, the small one. That's all you need. Every cell has protein because every cell has to have enzymes to make it work. And most vegetarians don't have a problem with protein. If you're eating enough calories, you will get enough nutrients and protein in your diet without meat.